Welcome back to yet another episode of Some Nutter in a Shed. This is only going to be a quick one. I picked this up from a junk shop a while ago. Thought I'd have a play with it today, so I've just given the front a good clean with the older foam cleaner. I'll insert a picture now of what it looked like before. So I wasn't going to make a video on it, but then I thought, yeah, why not? Forgot to put the piece of amazing brass trim back in. I've already taken the back screws out. I started hoovering the back cover and then decided to do the video, so the back cover's nice and clean. The insides, yeah, they're not. Let's have a closer look. So straight away we can see these Hunt's capacitors have crapped themselves all over the place. All the valves are in it though, and the spiders are making a nice aerial. What else have we got? Something else has crapped itself down there. That's made a right mess. In fact, I think if you look underneath it you can see that coming through the bottom. Well, it would do if the lighting was any good. There goes a 354U. So it's just a basic medium wave, long wave radio. I've no idea if it works. Maybe we should try it. Look at this epic conglomeration of mains lead. Let's plug it in through the lamp limiter and see what happens. Alright, mains is on. Let's give it some beans. There's a 40-watt bulb in there and it appears absolutely nothing is happening. Oh, we got some glowing. Another vel. Where's the volume? Ugh, that's still covered in cleaning fluid. I can't see anything interesting happening. Might be a faint glow back there. Thought maybe we were going to catch something going bang. Oh, we've got some dial bulbs. See what that looks like from the other side. A bit of a glow around the knob. Got to have a glowy knob. It's still going and it's starting to smell nice. Nice is probably too strong of a word. It smells like something's burning. It's probably that. Not even a hum. This is boring. Alright, well I think we've established it's dead. Yeah, there's nothing happening except that glow. But never mind, it was entertaining. We'll come back when it's more interesting. Not sure if you can hear that, but it's actually receiving something. Well, that took ages to warm up, so now I'm going to turn it off. It actually took ages to cool down. That's improved it a bit. Now I've just got that revolting mess to sort out. So here it is on the bench. It doesn't look that bad underneath. Soldering looks, yeah, it's okay. There's a bit like somebody's had a go at it just there. Can't really focus on that, but never mind. But other than that, doesn't look like it's been touched for a very long time. Obviously we're going to have to get rid of that capacitor because it's, yeah, disgusting. And there's a couple more on the top. Obviously there's those you saw at the start of the video. There's another one over there. Some sort of electrolytic thing down there, I think. Can't really see it very clearly. Yeah, it is. Lovely. Ooh, I spy another horrible hunts. Yeah, this whole thing's going to have a damn good clean. It's disgusting. The knobs are dirty as well. They're going to have to come off and have a good clean. Nobody likes handling a dirty knob. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Maybe clean the dial bulbs as well because they were really dim. Right, first thing, get in there with the hoover, clean off as much of the dust as we can. And then I'll get in there with some white spirit, clean off a bit of the wax, remove some of the wax capacitors, because as you're trying to use white spirit on them it will just dissolve them and make it worse. Use the heat gun to melt some of the wax that's in the valve holder and clean it out with a bit of surface oil as well, just to make sure it's cleaned out properly. And then I'll blast it with a little bit of IPA just to clean off any other residues. Warm it up with the heat gun just to dry it off. Give the valve holders a good clean. Clean the front with foam. Job done. Well, that's improved things a little bit. Noticed as well whilst I was in there, what that is completely loose. So best tighten that up. I'll get the socket on that in a minute. Yeah, only 3 wax capacitors which I've got rid of. I'll sort the replacements out next, I think. Found an ill-fitting socket thing, but I can't find the ratchet, so we just have to do it by hand. Yeah. I ain't going anywhere. So that one's the on-off switch. So hopefully now that's better. Got a volume knob there as well. All had a good clean. That goes on there. Wave change switch. Oh God, there we go. Yep, all good. Right, let's do some testing once the heater's gone off. After a bit of a poke around with the multimeter, I've decided that both these capacitors are leaky. I've not checked that one yet, and I haven't checked the waxies that I took out either. I've managed to find a copy of the service manual which should help make things a little bit easier. I've also put together a little kit of capacitors to replace on this thing. Unfortunately I haven't got a correct one for that. It's supposed to be 50 microfarads. Closest I could find was 100, so we'll try that. If it's no good, then I'll have to go shopping. I'm in two minds as to whether to just blanket replace the lot and see what happens, or whether I should go one by one. I think I'm going to go one by one, see what happens. Make the video more interesting as well. See at what point it finally starts working again. So with that, I think we'll start with that capacitor just there, C24. Looks like the audio coupling capacitor to me, so that's getting changed first. There it is on the manual, next to V3. Yeah, it's that grotty hunts thing down there. It's so grotty, the camera won't focus on it. Well, it came out in several pieces. New one's in, let's fire it up and see what happens. There's not much happening. Not sure if it will show up, but there's a thermistor around there, and it sparkles when you turn it on. See if I can get it to do it again. No, it didn't. I'm going to do it now. You just have to take my word for it. It seems to have fixed itself for now. Lights are on. Dull glow on the lamp limiter. It's making a noise. Probably because I haven't fitted the other capacitors yet. So after putting C17 back in over there, which I'd forgotten I'd removed, we now have no more weird noise, but there's a very quiet hiss on there. You probably can't hear it. Oh, and that thermistor over there, it's got a crack in it. Every once in a while the dial lamps start flickering and it goes crazy. So I think I'll have to replace that as well. I probably broke it during cleaning. So next up I think we'll try that other Hunt's cap and that electrolytic and see if that makes any difference. I haven't changed anything yet. Well, actually I have. I've put a 100 watt bulb in the lamp limiter. Thought I'd give the valves a bit more to play with. It's making a bit more noise, which kind of makes sense. Maybe it's a bit low on H2. It sounds like it's working.
It's in the US Open Champions, you ready?
Nothing at that end. Oh, finish changing the caps and see what happens. So that's C23 replaced. You can just spot it just there. Hasn't made that much difference, has it? Right, we'll try C25 next, which is that manky electrolytic down there. Right, the multimeter's had to come out on this because, well, quite frankly, after changing all the caps, it still sounds like absolute crap. Try this. Yeah, it sounds bleeding awful. So I've been doing some checks around the output valve. Now pin 1, it says on the circuit it should be 96 volts, and what I'm getting here is not 96 volts, it is 162.7, so that's a bit high. What else have we got? Circuit says pin 6, that's the anode of the output section. That should be 190, so where's pin 6? 1, 2, 3, just there. All that noise is when you put the camera near it. Alright, so what are we on there? 210. That's just a little bit high. And the cathode, there we go, that should be that one. It's at the top of C25. 6 volts should be 9.2. Now, I read somewhere on a forum that this could be because that valve's a bit knackered. It's not drawing enough current, which kind of makes sense because you thought if it was drawing enough current it'd sound pretty good, but no, it just sounds awful. So I've got to try and find another UCL 83. I have no idea what other sets in there to use that, so that's going to be fun. Alright, I think I'm going to have to leave this here for now. I definitely need a new UCL 83 and one of them thermistors over there, which is the CZ2, I think it said on the manual. So once I get those, I'll get back to it. But for now, I think I'll just shove it back in the cabinet out of the way.
Midfield roll. Here is Sheriff Owen coming down the right channel.
So there we have it. It's sort of working. It's not the best radio in the world. In fact, if I'm honest, at the moment it's pretty crap. So we'll try those new valves and new thermistor, and hopefully it'll start sounding good again. But for now, that's it. Oh, I've got to stick that back on as well.
And then as soon as they lose the ball, they go backing up, spotting Milner wide on the left in a bit of space now, takes the ball down towards the edge of the penalty area, cuts back in on his right foot.
So I did some shopping for thermistors, couldn't find any. So what I've done for now, zoom out a bit, there we go, is I've swapped over the two thermistors. Because if you remember earlier, there was one that had a crack in the end of it, and it was still sort of connected, but it arced and farted and whatnot. So I've taken the wire off the end of the broken one and wrapped it around again, and then swapped the two over. So that one is now in parallel with the dial lamps, and that one is in series with the valve heaters and the dial lamps. And it turns out I don't really need a new valve in there after all. Because once you get it all running properly, it actually sounds alright. Here we go, it's all back together. Having to do this in the dark because the lights were making a noise.
Radio 5 Live. Call free 08085 909 693. Text.
Not much to listen to, is there?
608 909 693. How much do you want an FA Cup final? Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, another home defeat. I think that's 1 win in 7 in all. Come, what is going wrong? Is it now vital?
It goes loud, doesn't it?
In the transfer window. 080.
5 on target, Liverpool only in a 12.
Now, with the man.
Wait, I genuinely have.
That's enough for that. That's a right weird station here. So yes, that brings us to the end of this video. Radio's working. It's not the best sounding radio in the world, it's certainly lacking a little bit of bass, but it looks nice. It polished up well. I've put the brass back on along here. What else? Yeah, changed the thermistors. Didn't need to change that valve in the end. Turns out it was actually okay. So yeah, we'll keep that in there. So yeah, that's it from me. See you in the next one.